Welcome to HueFin News. Today is November the 13th, 2017. And again, this is our daily cryptocurrency market analysis, whereby we give you price predictions and the price movement for these major cryptocurrencies according to the price bars and the volume. We are not investment advisors and we are not investment advice, but rather we are the interpreters of these price charts. So now you guys can see that the market cap for the cryptocurrency space now stands at $205.4 billion. Now yesterday it was at $191 billion. So obviously money is coming back in the market, and you guys can see how drastic changes we get on a daily basis in the cryptocurrency market, which is just a testament to the fact that the market is very volatile, and it's just going to take constant vigilance to make sure you are abreast of your trade, because the market swings at times is very drastic, and it does make novice traders nervous in the markets. But for the professional traders, this is paradise. And you guys can see, for instance, Bitcoin today is up 11.72%. Ethereum is up 2.84. Bitcoin Cash is down 10%. Ripple is up almost 3%. Litecoin 4.5%. Dash is down almost 12%. Monero almost 0.75%. Neo had a pretty good day as well, up 6.85%. And Ethereum Classic also ended the day in the positive, up 4.11%. So you guys can see that Bitcoin is up 11.06%. Last trade was at $6,506.30. So yesterday, our analysis, we told you that the buyers came in on this particular bar and was able to close off of the lows, which is a positive sign. Our analysis originally was for them to come to $6,250. As you guys can see, the market shot higher than that, all the way up to 6,682. So now I'm gonna break this down into a smaller time frame so I can show you where the price areas that we think Bitcoin is going to be trading. So now, since the market came and broke through that $6,400 area, you saw how it came and it stayed above it for the last couple of bars. And then the market came and shot down to 6,200. I want to see a bigger time frame. So obviously you guys can see, if Bitcoin is going to be moving lower, then $6,400 is going to be a key price area for them. If you get precursors of weakness right here around $6,400, then Bitcoin will be moving to and around $6,200. Now, one of the things that seems plausible that Bitcoin is going to be doing is to at least come to the high of this particular bar, which was around 6,682, or even all the way back up to 6,800. So given the fact that we did have such a substantial move today off of the consumption bar yesterday, we are still expecting Bitcoin to be moving higher, and that first spot would be the high around 6,682, but ultimately we're looking for it to come to and around $6,800. So now let's go to Ethereum. So Ethereum is also up 2.84%. Last trade was at $314.47. And one of the things automatically I recognize is the fact that Ethereum finally closed above $310. It has not done that since, I'm talking about consistently, for quite a while. And then we had the buyer step in the market. The volume has definitely proven itself for Ethereum to close higher today, and we do have a little stockpile, so we do acknowledge that. And for that fact, we acknowledge that it might come all the way back down to $310 or even $309, and if it's truly weak, it might come all the way down to around $305. But overall, we're still looking for Ethereum to move higher and possibly break that $320 area. We forecasted that yesterday, only came to 318 a day, but Ethereum is still giving us precursors of strength, and we will be expecting them to move higher, and it might come all the way back up to the high of around $328 as well, if not a breakout. So now let's go to Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin Cash is up 0.91%. Last trade was at $1,332 even. So you guys can see we forecasted Bitcoin Cash to come all the way down to and around $1,000, and it did that. But the market participants brought the price all the way back up to the close of $1,348.30. So now let's see what is going to happen for Bitcoin Cash. So these are 6-hour price bars, and apparently we said that it will come to $1,000, and it did that, and the market shot higher. And on this last particular bar, you see the volume is increasing as Bitcoin Cash is moving higher. But this bar is kind of like a wash. The market shot higher and it shot lower and closed right in the middle. So obviously the market is still within its price range, doing its business transactions. But overall, what we like to see Bitcoin Cash to do is trade within a range, and it might come all the way back up to around $1,600, at least the high from today. And then it might come all the way back down to $1,000, given the fact that the market pretty much was a wash. Now, for the market to at least close just a tad bit higher than the close from yesterday with this high volume can symbolize Bitcoin Cash moving higher. But if it does not move higher, it might come all the way back down to $1,200 just to come and touch and then bounce higher. So now let's go to Ripple. So Ripple is up 4.81%. Last trade was at 20 cents. And originally, we wanted Ripple to move lower. That was our analysis yesterday, for it to come all the way down to 18 cents, because this is what this particular bar told us. For it to, it's a push to go down bar, precursors of weakness, the volume back this particular move. But obviously buyers was in, we had mostly buyers on this particular bar, because today's trading, the bar closed higher at the very high of today's bar, which tells us that Ripple will continue to move higher. And our first location will be around 21 cents. And if the market is still giving us precursors of strength, then 22 cents as well. So now let's go to Litecoin. So Litecoin is up 4.03%. Last trade was at $60.92. So we told you it was a good sign for Litecoin to come and touch this area of support. Ascending line that we've drawn. Market closed off of the lows. Volume was pretty much high for that. And we was feeling pretty good that the market would move higher. We was looking for around $61. And it went all the way up to $61.59. This just tells us overall that Litecoin is still giving us precursors of strength, and the market ultimately might move to and around $64, and then it might move lower, or it might go all the way up to $65 as well. But given the fact that we had a day where the market moved lower and then the next day closed higher, it tells us that the market participants are still interested in higher prices. So we're looking for them to continue to move higher. Now, in the event that they do move lower, then the market may come down to $60 or even $57.50. No, I'll take it around $59. The market may come all the way down to $59 and touch, and then move higher. So next we're going to Dash. So Dash is down 11.47%. Last trade was at $425.10. So I sent out a comment on the video last night stating that Dash is giving us some resemblance of a pump and dump, and you saw how the market came and shot substantially lower all the way down to $400, and we originally said that on our video yesterday, but the market came off of the lows to close around $420, which tells us that the market participants are still interested in prices at this area. Okay, one of the things I want you guys to see is the fact that the last time Dash traded around $400, it was around August and the beginning of September, right? So that's what occurred today. The market came and touched that as support, and it bounced right off. So it tells us that they're still interested in higher prices. So the support line for Dash is now at $400. So looking at a smaller time frame, we can see where the resistance will be for this particular cryptocurrency, and it looks like it's going to be around $450. So if Dash is going to be moving higher, we're looking for them to at least come to 450, and if it moves lower, then it should come and trade around $400. Now, one of the things we see is the fact that the market shot higher but came and closed right around the close from the last particular bar, but the volume is also light. So currently interest in higher prices is not there, or the sellers are not in the market, and then Dash will continue to move higher. But given the fact that the market is not necessarily moving lower in price, it's continuing to trade around this range, is more prevalent that Dash will be moving higher towards that $450 area. And if it's really strong, expected to go to 460. So now let's go to Neo. So Neo is up 3.70%. Last trade was at $28.24. So we felt pretty good about this particular bar, said it was a probable precursor of strength. The market closed well off of the close from yesterday, which is a very good sign for Neo. We do like it to see it trade around this $28 area where it closed. Now what we would like to continue to see is Neo to continue to make higher highs, right? Now the volume is not necessarily all that strong for this particular move today. So the market may in fact come back down a little lower, and it might come all the way down to 28 to even maybe $27. But these last two bars that have formed, these are precursors of strength bars. So the market participants may bring Neo back up to $30, if not higher. Okay. So our analysis for Neo is for them to continue to move higher, and our first location will be $30, and if not that, then it might come all the way up to 32 once again. But we are acknowledging the fact that the bar did not close towards the high of this bar, so the market may in fact come lower, and like we said, it might come all the way back down to 27. So just keep that in your mind. So now let's go to Ethereum Classic. So Ethereum Classic is up 2.56%. Last trade was at $15.99, and we forecasted Ethereum Classic to come and touch $14, and we said we got more precursors of weakness here than expected to come all the way down. But as a matter of fact, we did not get that. We got a precursors of strength at this location, and the result was for them to close towards the high of the bar, which is a very good sign to see Ethereum Classic do. So now what we would like to see is Ethereum Classic move higher, but we still have a lot of trading within this particular cryptocurrency in the background. You guys can see how $15, $16 was acting as resistance around the beginning of August. Market shot lower, so the market may in fact do the same thing again, to where it will move lower towards $13 again, or it may continue to move higher. Now currently we we do have to acknowledge that stockpile still came in for Ethereum Classic right here around this price. So we get more precursors of weakness, than expect Ethereum Classic to come back down to $15 or even $14. But one of the positive things that we can currently say in the short term is the fact that once you have such a definite precursors of weakness bar and the market still close higher on the next trading day, then that is a very good sign. So the market may actually come all the way up to $17, just like it's done on the 31st of August. So the market does move higher for Ethereum Classic, expected to come to and around $17. To acknowledge the stockpile on today's bar, expected to come to $15 as well, if that's going to occur. But overall, we still have majority of these bars are precursors of strength bars, so we will be expecting Ethereum Classic to at least move just a little higher. So the last one is going to be Monero. So Monero is down 5.64%. Last trade was at $121.74. So the market shot higher to 135, but it closed towards the low. Towards the middle of the price bar. Tells us that the majority of this particular volume today was selling, trying to push Monero back down. And if that's going to be the case, it might come all the way down to 120 or even 115 if the majority volume on today's bar was in fact selling. I want to mention that this is the second day that Monero tried to make higher highs, and it did, but it wasn't able to close there. So these two bars are giving us more precursors of weakness, and we can't have too many days to where we have that and the market not move lower. So our analysis for Monero will be for them to move lower, and that will possibly be first 120, then $115. Now, in fact, if it does move higher, it might just come and touch $128 in or around that area. But overall, we're still looking for Monero to move lower, and like I said, the first location will be 120, then 115, and then if it breaks 115, then it would definitely come to 110. And it almost broke 115 today, but buyers came in and stepped in the market, so that's why we're maintaining $115 for Monero to at least come and touch. So that's our analysis for today, November the 13th, 2017. Make sure you guys stay profitable. You guys got any questions, comments, leave it in the comment section, and use the timestamps to your benefit, just in case you guys are running short of time. That's all we have for today. You guys stay profitable, and I'll talk to you guys later.